Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
good. How are you?
I'm good. Had a good week so far?
Yeah, snowy but good.
Snowy. Okay, well, we've just had rain, so I'm not going to complain.
Mm.
Just been a little chilly and a little rainy.
Are you having tornado warnings today?
No, we are like on the cusp of where it might miss.
Okay.
We might get it, we might not.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit further east, no, west. Yeah, east and south. Yeah, further down. It's actually a little bit closer to where I originally came from, which is Columbus, Georgia.
Ah, okay.
So a lot of people that I know are, a little concerned.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. So we're just hoping that everything is going to go smoothly and everybody will be okay. So my mom, well, I'm trying to think if it's near my mom. Yeah, it might be near my mom as well. Because my mom lives she lives about an hour away, but she lives in Alabama, towards that direction. So
Yeah. Oh, I hope it's okay.
I
Yeah.
hope so too. I hope so too. So, so I kind of struggled through the day to come up with like an intention, if I'm like gut level honest with myself, because I was gonna finish doing the chakra series, but then I decided that, sometimes I struggle with intentions when I'm in a place where I don't need to, where I don't need to come up with an intention, where I don't need to, I need to stop fighting that. Maybe it's something within me that's just saying be quiet, and you don't have to speak so much. And I try to listen to that today. I try. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like 2 minutes before I was coming in here, I was like, Jordan, and I know this wasn't me saying it. It was like sometimes you do your best just to show up.
That's right.
I think that's important for all of us to hear. Is sometimes our best is just showing up.
Yep.
And being on our mat or just showing up for life, and saying, I'm here, I'm gonna do the best I can, and just allow yourself to be. So maybe that's gonna be our intention for tonight,
Sounds perfect.
I think it's beautiful, So I was really grateful to hear that message right before I came on. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm listening. So to begin is we'll come into a comfortable seat, whether that be Sukhasana, easy pose, or you can come with your legs out long, whatever is most comfortable for you. We'll sit up tall, stacking head over heart over pelvis, softening the gaze and closing the eyes. Just to connect to the breath here. We'll start by inhaling through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Filling up the belly. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. We'll stay here for a few more rounds on our own, setting and sealing our intention. Stay here for about 3 more breaths. Start to bat the eyelashes open. Coming back into your space. So if you have a block or blocks near you, just go ahead and have those close by, as well as like if you have a strap or a towel. Those are great to have close by as well. Awesome. So we'll stay in Sukhasana here or easy pose. To begin, what we'll do is interlace the hands behind the back of the body. If this is too much on the shoulders, you can clasp opposite elbows, so it would look more like this. And that's a little bit easier to do sometimes when you struggle with openness in the shoulders. We'll sit up tall on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we'll start to fold forward. Stop where you feel a nice deep stretch in the lower back of the body and allow the neck to grow long. If the head reaches the floor, that'd be great. If not, you can rest it onto a block or just allow the body to hang and be heavy. Good. Awesome. Take 2 more breaths here. On that last breath, inhale all the way up. Exhale when you get to the top. Good. So we'll release the hands from the back of the body. And then we're just going to stay here in Sukhasana, but we're just going to reach the hands out the left out past the left knee, if possible, stretching through the right side of the body here. So we'll just walk the hands out. The chest may rest onto the left knee or thigh, and then just allow the head to come in, lengthening the back of the neck, and we'll stay here to breathe. Good. Now you'll feel this stretch from the back of that right tricep all the way down the right side body to the top of that right hip. Should feel really nice. Three more breaths here. On the inhale, lift the head only. Exhaling when you get there, then walk the hands through center and onto the right side. Feeling the stretch down to the left side of the body from the back of the left tricep, all the way down the left side of the body to the top of that left hip. And breathe really into that side space, releasing any muscles that you need to. Two more breaths here. On the inhale, lifting the head, start to bring the hands all the way up. Exhale when you get through center. We're going to stay here for a moment just to do a seated side twist. Do a seated twist after we stayed in that forward fold for so long. So take the right hand outside the right hip, left hand outside the right knee. We're going to inhale to sit tall, and then on the exhale, gaze over the right shoulder as we twist. Good. Spine is long, shoulders are relaxed. Last breath here. We'll inhale back through center, exhaling when we get there. Now the left hand will come outside the left hip, right hand outside of the left knee. We will inhale, sit up tall once again, and then on the exhale, we'll allow that left shoulder to roll back and down as we gaze over the left shoulder and twist. Good. 2 more breaths here. Really expanding the belly on the inhale, taking that navel to spine on the exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhaling when you get there. We'll uncross the legs to come onto all fours to come into our tabletop position. To move through a few cycles of cat-cow. So stack the shoulders over wrist bones and the hips over the knees, pressing firmly into the backs of those feet. And we'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding through the spine, find that navel to spine connection. I have the same problem with the dog.
We just got him like a week ago and he's going berserk.
Yes.
He's scratching the door.
Inhale, drop the belly.
He's not gonna go, it's all right. He'll get bored in a minute.
Exhale, rounding to the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding to the spine. And that navel spine connection. Drop the head in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, pressing all the palms, both palms into the floor. Last one. Inhaling. Exhale. Come back into that neutral spine position on the inhale. Now take the knees wide as the mat or wider. Bring the toes to touch. Send the hips towards the heels and extend the arms forward to come into a child's pose. Melt the chest onto the mat, followed by the head.
No. Okay.
Staying in this child pose type position, we're going to come into this child's pose with thread the needle. So you can back out of it slightly so you can walk the hands back up towards you. Take the left hand underneath the right armpit as you place the left shoulder down onto the mat, followed by the left ear, and extend that right arm forward. So it's going to be an extended thread the needle. Getting deep into the hips. And releasing to the shoulders. Opening to the chest. Then inhale, bring that left hand back through center. Then exhale, place it down next to the right. Then we'll take the right hand, draw it underneath that left armpit, placing the right shoulder down onto the mat, followed by the right ear. Send the hips back towards the heels as best you can. Extending the left arm out long. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. And inhale, pressing into that left hand, draw that right hand back up through center. And exhale, place it back down to the left. We'll send the hips forward, taking the hips back over the knees into that tabletop position. We'll tuck the toes to send the hips back and up for our downward facing dog. We'll really bicycle through the legs here, just pressing down through the heels to just get the legs moving, blood flowing. Allow the neck to be long, pressing into all 4 corners of the hands, which should be shoulder distance apart. Good. On your inhale, start to walk the hands up, the feet up to meet the hands. Either have the feet together touching, or you can have them hip distance. Just start to roll up through the spine, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae. And then exhale when you get to the top. Good. Awesome. From here, I want you to take the hands upward to the thighs, right above the knees. And keep a really deep bend in the knees if you'd like. I suggested it feels really nice and relieves the lower back. What I want you to do is just ripple up through the spine. So on the inhale, curl up through the back of the body, roll the shoulders away from the ears, lift the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, then inhale, and exhale, roll the spine down, allow the neck to be long. Inhale all the way up. Then rolling away, shoulders away from the ears. Then exhale, start to roll back down through the spine, keeping that deep bend in the knees. Neck is long, navel comes into spine. Inhale, start to roll back up, pressing down through all 4 corners of the feet. Now roll the shoulders away. Good. Do 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale, roll down through the spine, gliding those hands down the thighs. Inhale, start to rise up, rolling the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Exhale. Last one. Exhaling down. Inhale, lifting up. So from here, what we'll do is keep the feet hip distance. We're just going to come into some standing back bend type postures. This is pretty much like doing some sun salutations. So What we'll do is just inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms will touch. We'll just arch our back slightly, so gaze back towards the thumbs as they touch. And then exhale, we're going to rain it down and come into a forward fold position. We'll inhale, bring the hands back up, palms touching. Raise them above the head, arching through the back, gaze back towards the thumbs. Good. Exhale, rain it down, come down into a forward fold position. Allowing the body to be 3 more like that. Inhale, lifting up, hands together. Palms coming backwards, gaze towards the thumbs. Exhale, come down through center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Gaze towards the thumbs, arching the back slightly. Exhale, come back through heart center. Taking the hands back down. The last one. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Palms touch. Gaze towards thumbs. Exhale, coming down through center. Hands touch the mat if possible with a deep bend in the knees. We'll take the feet back into our downward facing dog. Good. Then we'll come back down onto our knees, coming onto our bellies. So start to bring yourself forward to bend in the elbows to come down all the way to the belly from your tabletop position. Then we'll inhale, lift up for baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. I want you to bring your hands forward to come into crocodile pose. So what you'll do is take the hands forward, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. Left hand's going to come in towards that right elbow, and then the right hand's going to come towards the left. And then you'll just really flatten out completely, resting the hands into the palms. Legs will be slightly active here. It's a very nice resting posture. Your hip points will be pressing into the mat. Breathing deeply. Two more breaths here. When you inhale, start to lift the head and take the arms back into a Sphinx posture. So shoulders will be stacked over the elbows once again, pressing firmly into the hands and really radiating that chest forward. On the inhale, crown is ascending up towards the ceiling. And then we'll exhale, look over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale when you get there. We're gonna roll over onto our backs now. So whichever way you find easiest to do so, please come on to lying flat onto your back. We're gonna extend the legs out long, stretch the arms up overhead. Kind of clasp either the right hand into, like, you can interlace the hands above the head, or you can just clasp fingers or whichever is most comfortable for you. What we'll do here is start to walk the feet towards the right side of the mat and the arms towards the right side of the mat to kind of make a nice C type position. Again, we're stretching to the left side of the body. So from the back of that left tricep all the way to the left side body, all the way to the top of that left hip. You can even feel this in the front of the left hip flexor. We'll inhale, come through center, and exhale when you get there. Now we'll start to walk the feet and, or not walk, but really, heel toe, or scooch the heels towards the left side of the mat and the hands towards the left side of the mat, opening up through the right side of the body, making this C-type position. Relax the shoulders as best you can away from the ears. Really breathing into the right side of the body. Last breath here. We're going to inhale all the way through center. Exhaling when we get there. I want you to take a nice long deep stretch. So reach as far as you can through the fingertips, pointing the toes. And then really exhale, bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins. We'll do that 2 more times. So we'll inhale, extend through the body. So fingers come above the head, arms come above the head, pointing through the toes. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, wrap the hands around the shins. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe curl the head up towards the knees. Then exhale, release. Bringing the feet back down towards the mat. Taking the feet hip distance as the knees are bent. We'll cross the right leg over the left to come into a supine twist. And allow the knees to fall heavy to the left as you gaze over the right shoulder. You can have the arms wide into a Texas T position or cactus arms. 2 more breaths here. We'll inhale the knees through center. Exhale when you get there. From here, we're just coming to thread, then we'll come into recline pigeon. So cross that right ankle over the left knee. Draw the left knee in towards the chest and release the hands behind the back of the hamstring or the front of the shin. You can keep that left knee bent, or you can even extend that left foot up towards the ceiling, whichever you like, and press the right knee away from the body, really opening up through the head. Start to release the back of that left hamstring and allow that left foot to come back down towards the mat, bending the left knee if you need to. And cross the right knee off the left, and we'll switch sides. So the left leg will cross over the right knee, like you're sitting at a desk or lady-like, and allow the knees to fall heavy to the right, gazing over the left shoulder. Again, the arms can be in the Texas T position, or they can be in cactus arms, whichever is best for you. Breathe deeply into that left hip space, releasing any tight muscles that you may feel. On your inhale, bring the knees back through center. Exhale when you get there. So we'll bring that left ankle to the top of that right knee to come into your reclined pigeon posture. Start to draw that right knee in towards the chest, interlacing the hands behind the back of that right hamstring. Again, option to extend that right foot up towards the ceiling, keeping the knee bent, or even placing the hands on the outside of the shin with the knee completely bent. Release the back of that right hamstring now and allow that right foot to descend back down towards the mat, bending in the right knee if need be. Uncross the left foot off the right. Extend the left leg out long and hug the right knee in towards the chest, interlacing the hands around the right shin. Hugging it in tightly. Feeling a nice deep stretch in the inner thigh, the back of that hamstring. Really ground down through that left thigh, pointing through the left toes if you'd like, slightly activating that quad muscle. From here, take the outside or the inside of that right foot with the right hand, coming into a half happy baby or a half stirrup posture. You can take a deep bend in that left knee to come out with the leg straight if it's too much on the lower back. Try to secure that right knee into the right armpit if possible. If not, just be where you are today. Left hand can rest on the top of that left quad muscle. Releasing that right foot, hug the knee back into the chest, just for one breath before extending it out long. We'll switch sides, so we'll hug the left knee into the chest, interlacing the hands around the front of the left shin for a few deep breaths here, just opening it through the back of the hamstring before coming into that half happy baby or half stirrup posture. When you're ready, start to flex that left foot up towards the ceiling, taking the left hand to the outside or inside of that left foot. Maybe taking a bend in that right knee, placing the right hand on top of that quad muscle as you come into your half stirrup posture. Relaxing through the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Releasing that left foot and hugging that left knee back into the chest, and just for one breath. And release on the exhale. Bring both feet to the mat, bending in both knees. We'll windshield wiper the legs back and forth, allowing them to fall to the left and to the right. Gazing over the opposite shoulder. For our final posture of this practice, we will bring both feet up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby, the full posture. So they flex both feet up towards the ceiling, grab the insides or outsides of both feet. Sit bones shining towards the ceiling. Feel free to make it playful as you'd like, rocking back and forth, kicking one foot out, followed by the other. When you're ready, you can release both feet, take the knees into the chest, and bring the feet down to the mat. This is where the block's going to come into play. So we're going to come into a waterfall position, or if you'd like to take legs up the wall before Shavasana, we can do that. You can do that as well. So if you'd like just to place the block underneath the lower back or sacrum, or you can bring your legs and just allow them to float up the wall as your sit bones are flush with the wall. And just extend the legs up, pointing or flexing to the toes, keeping the soft bend in the knees, and allowing just the body to reset here. It's a great way to balance any anxiety, depression, just resetting the nervous system. It also promotes a better night's sleep. So if you could ever take the time, about 15 minutes before bedtime, you can do this posture. Start to slowly bend the knees, bringing the heels towards the sitting bones. And then allow the feet to come back to the mat if they're not there already. Lifting up and releasing the block from underneath you. And then let's start to extend the legs out long for Shavasana. Taking the feet as wide as the mat or wider. Taking the arms as wide as the mat or wider. Allow the eyes to fall heavy into the back of the skull. Loosening the jaw. Allowing the tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth. Shoulders fall completely away from the ears and press firmly into the mat. The arms become heavy. The fingertips feel light. The chest is ready to head towards the ceiling. The belly is softened. Feel the hips start to loosen. As the glutes are no longer engaged. Quads and the hamstrings. Follow suit. The backs of the calves are pressing firmly into the mat. As you feel your ankles becoming heavy and weighted, which allows the feet to fall open towards either side of the mat. As you rest in Shavasana.